Good morning, everyone. Today, we will learn about subsets of the set of real numbers. Before we dive into this lesson, let's review some related vocabulary and keywords so that we can follow the lecture better. 1. The set of real numbers. The set of real numbers. 2. Interval notations. Interval notations. 3. Close interval. Close interval. 4. Open interval. Open interval. 5. Semi-close interval. Semi-close interval. 6. Semi-open interval. Semi-open interval. Infinitive. Infinitive.
The set of real numbers.
Interval notions.
Closed interval.
Open interval.
Semi-closed interval.
Semi-open interval. Infinity.
Now, we will explore the subsets of the real number set. Can anyone remind me what the real number set is? Florette.
Teacher, the real number set, denoted as letter R, includes all rational and irrational numbers.
Exactly. So, can you name some common subsets of real numbers? Emerald.
Teacher, they are the set of natural numbers N, the set of integers Z, and the set of rational numbers Q.
That's right, Emerald. Let's dive deeper into this topic. Let's learn about intervals notations in real numbers. Who can define an open interval for me? Labes.
Teacher, an interval a and b is the set of real numbers x that satisfy x greater than a but less than b.
Exactly. So, ground bracket a and b ground bracket is an open interval. What about a closed interval square bracket a and b square bracket? Suffice.
Teacher, a segment AB includes all numbers x that satisfy a is less than or equal to x and b is more than or equal to x.
That's right, Suffice. And what about a semi-closed and semi-open interval? Fluoride.
Teacher, a half interval can be AB where a is less than or equal to x and b is more than x, or AB where a is less than x and b is more than or equal to x.
Excellent. Semi-closed interval can be square bracket a and b ground bracket, and semi-open interval can be ground bracket a and b square bracket. You all have a solid understanding. Let's do some examples to reinforce what we have learned. Dear students, we have learned about intervals. Now, we will explore semi-closed and semi-open intervals, and most importantly, infinity. Who can tell me what infinity means? Fluoride.
Teacher, infinity is not a specific number. It represents an extremely large or small value that has no limit.
Exactly. In mathematics, we use this symbol to represent positive infinity, and this symbol to represent negative infinitive.
Teachers, does infinity belong to the set of real numbers?
That's a great question, Opal. Infinitive is not a real number. It is just a concept to represent unbounded values. However, we can use it to describe infinitive intervals within a real number set. Now, who can give me an example of infinitive interval? Labes.
Teacher, for example, the interval 0 and infinity includes all real numbers greater than or equal to 0.
Excellent. This is half interval. It starts from 0, which is included because of the square bracket, but it extends infinity toward positive infinitive, which is not included because of the crown bracket. Sapphire?
Teacher, what about the interval negative infinity and phi?
Very good. Here we have brown bracket, negative infinitive, phi, square bracket, which means it includes all real numbers less than or equal to 5. The number 5 is included because of the square bracket, but there is no lower bound as it extends infinitely to the negative infinitive. Each group, please do one of the following sets and explain it to the class. Group 1. Ground bracket, negative infinitive, free ground bracket. Group 2. Square bracket, -4 and positive infinity, ground bracket. Group 3. Round bracket 1 and 6 square bracket. Labes.
Teacher, the set negative infinity and 3 include all real numbers less than 3 but does not include 3 because of the round bracket.
Fluoride.
Our group chose negative 4 and infinity. This set starts from negative 4 and includes all numbers greater than it, extending to infinity since there is a square bracket. Negative 4 is included in the set.
Opal.
Our group has a set of 1 and 6. It includes all real numbers greater than 1 but less or equal to 6. The number 1 is not included because of the round brackets, but the 6 is included because of the square brackets.
Excellent. You all have a solid grasp of the semi-closed and semi-open intervals. Now, let's apply this knowledge to some practice exercises. You all did a great job today. Now, I have a challenge question. If we have the interval, the union of the two sets, round bracket, negative infinity, 0, round bracket, and round bracket 5 and positive infinity, what does this interval represent? Kinite?
Teacher, this interval represents all real numbers less than 0 or greater than 5 but does not include 0 and 5.
Exactly. This is the union of two disjoint intervals, meaning it does not contain the numbers in between. Think about how this concept can be applied in the real-world mathematical problems. So, this is the end for this lesson today. See you next lesson.